actually kept your order, so it's all interwoven and it will come out in the end. So I'm Daniel Browne, and for me I'm all about well-being at work. Because I started off really working investment banking. I worked in a really busy work environment, 70 to 100 hours a week. So it looks like starting at 9 and finishing after 11 PM generally, sometimes going till 3 AM, sometimes not even going home. And as you can imagine, it was really stressful. And it's a bit of an extreme case, but what I'm finding now is more and more people are working longer. And actually, they're not even getting paid for it as well. Like, at least I got paid for it. So that's what really inspires me, like listening to people complaining about how long they have to work and knowing that I've created something that enables people to just to be able to take care of their well-being no matter how busy they are. That's what inspires me. So I've just published my first book, which has been out in the shops. And I do quite a few things actually. I'm an author, so I've got my book. I also work as a strategy consultant, business coach, entrepreneur and energy healer. And for me, I have the heart side of me, which is all about helping people and healing people, but also the intellectual side of me, which I love learning about business. I love putting my mind to work. I like working with Excel spreadsheets and finance and stuff like that. It's just my makeup. So for me, it's just about having everything and just expressing all of me. And this is how, I don't want to be white, but this is how I view myself as being superhuman. And that's what's always inspired me. What is our potential as human beings? Like, how intelligent can we be? How much can we get done? Like, what is our potential as humans? I've been really interested in healing as well. Now, a lot of people's experience of work is like this. Now we're just becoming more and more busy. And it really feels like a battle just to get everything done, just to make it through the day, and just to even have a life. And that's what my work is about. And I want to make the experience for everyone more like this. So no matter what you're doing, you still have an experience of just flowing with life. And one of the things that drives me is most people live like work is a sacrifice. Maybe not, some of the entrepreneurs around here may not be, but people working in the city, like work is a sacrifice, there's lots you miss out on. So this is what's important to me. Partying with my friends, that's important to me. Travel, nights out on the town, time for yourself, family time. So we live like this is a sacrifice, but what's important for me and what I'm excited about is the possibility of having it all. And that's what I like to instill in everyone. It is possible to have it all. And even if you don't get there, if you live like it is, then you find you'll achieve more, and you'll have more of a, you'll kind of work with the problems, and you'll achieve more in life. So my work is about high performance. So basically helping people to avoid burnout and moving to high performing. And for me, it's all about increasing performance by increasing energy. So the question really is, and I didn't do it in the end, but I'm doing it now, why can't we actually have it all? Okay, we've got the same amount of time in a day, and with using time management, we can improve to a certain extent. But really, what most people don't have is the energy. So a lot of people working in the city, they come home, they like to do something interesting, but really they're too exhausted, so they'll just sit down, eat, and go to bed. And a lot of people live their lives like that, and a lot of people live just on the weekend. And one of the biggest reasons for that is stress. Now, stress is a bit of a prehistoric mechanism. Our bodies are automatically wired to keep us alive, but unfortunately, that doesn't really work in today's atmosphere. In today's work environment, we're getting stressed, even though that stress is not really real, but it really saps our energy. So I help people work with stress and understand how stress works. And this is the impact. So adrenal burnout, you feel exhausted, tired all the time. It lowers your immune system, it impacts your digestion. A lot of illnesses come out of stress. And I would say even cancer, some forms of cancer are really a sign of long-term stress. So what I do is I help people understand the stress cycle. So this is what happened to me when the challenge I had working in a busy bank. So I would basically have about 5 hours sleep a night, and I would go to bed and I'd wake up in the middle of the night thinking about all the things that I didn't do, thinking about what if I make a mistake, and I didn't really sleep very well. So especially in busy times, what would happen is then I'd go in the next day, I'd be pretty exhausted, I wasn't very productive, and by the end of the day I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, and I'd leave feeling stressed again, thinking about all the things I didn't do, and that would impact my sleep. So that cycle went on, and what I found over time is that can really turn into a really downward stress cycle. And what happens over time, people get ill. So I looked at this when I was using my engineering brain. So what if we could actually reverse that? So what if actually, instead of getting tired, how could we energize the body? How could we be more effective, be more focused? How could we focus the mind? How could we replenish energy to get rid of poor productivity? And how could we de-stress? So what I did really is flip the stress cycle on its side and looked at how to create an energy cycle. And this is what's in my book. And really, there's 3 main steps. And really my work is about getting people to slow down and find out what's going on in their body. So similar to Beatrice about breathing, I'm not as much an expert as Beatrice is, but really for me, breathing is really important, just finding out what's going on in your body. And the more you can find out what's going on in your body, the more you can tune in and relax it. And the more you can tune and relax it, the more you let your own energy come up to the surface. And that's one of the key things of what I do. So that's my book, which is out. And, oops, sorry, I'll just leave it there. Yeah, so that's me. So the question really I want to leave you with is, how is it possible to have it all? That's the question.